This video is about how a blockchain works. As the name says, the blockchain is a chain of some blocks. What are those blocks? Blocks are blocks of some information. Actually, these blocks can contain any data. In blocks of cryptocurrencies, blocks contain data about transactions. The payer, the recipient, the date of the transaction, amount of the transaction, and so on. But again, we can store in blocks absolutely any information, any data we want. Contracts conditions, for example, or real estate register data, voting results of parliaments, tax declarations of public servants, etc. Absolutely any data. And one may ask, okay, but how a blockchain differs from the other information containers like folders with files or already existing real estate registers? And the difference lays in a small detail. This is what makes a blockchain a blockchain. This detail is exactly how blocks are linked together in a system. And this linking between one block and the previous one is the essence of the blockchain. And this small detail is hashing. Hashing is a transformation of an arbitrary length string to a fixed length string. And usually the resulting string is shorter than the original one. If we'll take as an example a contract on 20 pages and passing it into hashing algorithm, we can get a string with 50 characters length, for example. And the core idea and the magic of hashing is that if we'll change at least one character in the contract, we'll get a totally different hash. And I want to show you how it looks. I have here a sales contract from internet in a plain text file. And to use hashing in Python, I have to import the hashlib library. Now I want to open the file and read its content. I am calling the open function. I am passing the name of the file and I have to read it as the binary data. And I've got this contract as a huge string. Hashlib md5, for example. I am passing into it the contract variable and I am calling the hex digest method to get the hash. And I've got the hash of this contract. Let's change something in the text. For example, let's delete this dot. And I have to repeat my actions to get the hash again. And I've got the totally different hash this time. Okay, let's return the dot on its place. Save. And again. And the hash is the same like it was. This is the hashing. Okay, how does it regard with the blockchain? The data in blockchain are organized the same way. First of all, the hash of the first block should be calculated. Then it should be written to the second block with among other data of the first block. Then the hash of the second block that includes the hash of the first block we have to write to the third block, and so on. And to check the integrity of the block, we should calculate its hash again, and then compare with the hash that is stored in the next block. If the hashes are not matched, it means that block was changed. And this is the core idea of a blockchain. The next video is about implementation of an elementary blockchain with Python.